Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. My name is Hamilton. I'm here with the Trading Initiative, currently recording this video from Porto, Portugal. It's 5 p.m. Eastern. No, excuse me. It's 5 p.m. in general. It is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. JPOW spoke earlier today. I want to talk to you about our trade on Apple. This is a trade that we've opened up way back in April. We've talked about it on YouTube. I'm going to show you the official call that we put out late in April. I want to talk through the entire idea, what we're currently up on the trade and what we're about to do with it, because we are about to make a third move in the trade. So first things first, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. So far, if you're in the bear camp, you've been wrong. And I'm going to show you how much money we've made so far in this trade. So Apple, everybody hated it. Stuck within the range. We thought, listen, if there was ever a time to buy Apple, it's probably going to be at the low point of whatever range we're currently in. And at that point, it was around 164, 165. That was realistically the area that we were looking to add into Apple for the first time this year, by the way, because we thought, hey, if it breaks this range low, it's going to be a quick cut. The risk to reward, if it works, is very, very high. If it works, we're going to make 10, 15, 20 times our money. So for every $1 that we're looking to risk, we're looking to make 20. You should be looking to take those opportunities every single time. And once again, if it did break, whatever, it's a very tight stop loss. And it just so happens that it did bounce. It did give us that bounce that we were expecting near the 164, 165 area. And this is actually what it looked like. You can see April 25th. Everybody hated this trade at the time. People were talking about how Apple was going to capitulate. The market was going to roll over. Maybe, but we didn't see it that way. We thought that, hey, if there was ever a time to grab a position, it was at those 164 levels. You can see we opened it at the 163.5, targeting the $200 price point for a 6-to-1 setup at the time on some January contracts. And I said, even if it doesn't work, I'm out. It's a cheap play. You have to understand that when markets consolidate like this, when stocks consolidate, premiums on contracts get crushed. Relatively speaking, it's a cheap play compared to just a few months ago of owning the exact same contract. We were looking at that as a very steep discount. If it does work, we're going to walk away with a bunch more cash than we put in. That was the idea. And as you can tell, it worked. Not only did it work, but it worked marvelously well. We got a big gap up on earnings. We were able to turn the trade free, take some profit off of, and then we were pushing up in towards our original profit target at 200. We decided, listen, we're at the top of the range. This stock feels different. This is what you would consider something like a power earnings gap. We refer to this all of the time. PEG, the sentiment of the stock changed. It doesn't matter if you agree with it, I agree with it, the market agreed with it. You could see as Apple started to push up that things started to change, right? And so we said, listen, now we're pressing into the upper bound of this horizontal channel that we've been in for over a year, by the way. $3 trillion stock horizontally channeling for a year. That's something I want to get in on some sort of breakout. And by the way, this was a completely free trade at that point. So we said, let's add into this trade. It's right now risk-free. We can throw some more risk in. It makes sense at the 197 level. And there is a lot of luck to this. I'm not going to tell you that it wasn't lucky, but we did buy it literally the day before it jumped 10% in 2 sessions. I'm not going to sit here and say, sorry, those are my profits. I took the risk. We caught a lucky pop. And guess what? Those contracts rose an additional 200 to 400% in 2 days. Once again, those are longer dated contracts, guys. We're not day traders. We're going out there. So at that point, we had 2 positions in Apple up massive amounts, risk-free, with profits taken off. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now, actually. If we go to share your wins, look at what we're currently up in the Apple trade. Over 1,000%. One of my accounts is up 300%. We have the big win on the books right now from our trader, Billy. He's been here for about 16 months now with us. I love this guy. This is his first almost $50,000 win in Apple. Opened back at the 164 area. If you can just buy strong stocks at logical levels and let them go, you can make a lot of money. Don't listen to everybody else in the world. Mike's up 512 position. We got 1,000% winner here. Nearly everybody within our group has a piece of the Apple play. And depending on your position sizing and when you were able to grab it, we're up a different amount of percentages, but there you go. There's the huge win in Apple, and we're looking to currently add into it. And I think that's the point of this video that I want to try to impart on you. Don't be afraid to buy strength. Trends continue to trend more often than they don't. This is a Mag 7 stock, a $3 trillion stock. It just spent 1 year consolidating, and you think that's the end? You guys are crazy if you don't think Apple's going to continue to break out. We want to add in above 218 with a price target at 250. We're running the fib extensions. That's all it takes. You don't need to make this any more complicated than it is. If it's above 218, I want to own it with a 250 to 255 price target. I want to throw a stop somewhere underneath the fractal low, take 2 sessions ago low, and say, listen, this is a pretty high risk to reward setup. If you go ahead and throw your long and your long tool on here. You can get a general idea. This is a 3.5 to 4% setup from a spot perspective, and from contracts, if this thing runs, it's going to be huge. It's consolidated now for 20 days straight, meaning premium on the contracts. If you go out to the Januaries are crushed. Now, I'm not going to show you exactly what we're going to buy. That is for paying members only. Links are in the description below. If you want to be the next 50K winner, feel free. But we're looking at the January 17th, 2025, and we're going out there. We want time behind this breakout. We aren't day traders. We know that time is on our side from a swing trading perspective. This is a fantastic breakout, and we want to own more. Why stop there? 50K, why can't this be a $100,000 trade from Billy by the end of this? My name is Hamilton. I'm with the Trading Initiative. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. This is how we swing trade on a day-to-day basis. We make money over the long term. If you have a job, a 9-to-5, you own a company, stop staring at your computer screen intraday. The big money is in the buying and the waiting. I'll catch you in the next